Music has always been the backbone of everything, I think, in life.
Yes.
I think it's interesting because I was thinking about that too, how it was supposed to represent the lilt and people, the rhythm and how people speak when they ask a question. How that's kind of universal.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't know a language, you can probably tell someone's asking you a question because of the rhythm of how they're saying it.
뭐라고? What other languages do I know?
What? What does that say, Anaya?
What?
¿Dónde es la biblioteca?
¿Dónde es la biblioteca?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Me llamo T-Bone, la araña discoteca. Discoteca, muñeca.
There's always the Yeah, you're right.
Maybe there isn't. Maybe there are languages that we're not familiar with where that lilt doesn't exist, but it seems to exist.
No, Chinese has it too. 중국어마.
Oh yeah.
So it goes up.
That's so interesting. Yeah. It's like a universal da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, I like the rhythm of speech.
Yeah.
Right?
Which goes back to the other article that we had from the guy from the Roman Empire. And then he was saying that, we shouldn't have punctuations because it impedes on the original flow and rhythm of speech, which was...
This guy was speaking at like the Holy Roman Empire version of the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
He's like freestyling. He's like, I don't need punctuation marks for my 8 verse.
The Charlemagne of the Roman Empire.
Charlemagne the Roman Empire Breakfast Club.
Oh my goodness. Wait, which one was this? Let me find it real quick. Because he was the guy who said, we don't need punctuation. Because that also kind of makes sense in itself. Cicero. So Cicero said that speakers should exert discretion over his or her rhythm of speech. That's so interesting that they thought those things were so important back then.
Yeah.
Your rhythm of speech. It's how you groove, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Music has always been the backbone of everything,
I think, in life.
Yes, because spoken poetry kind of you have spoken poetry which has a rhythm in it, not necessarily music behind it, but then you have rap, which is kind of like a spoken poetry with music as a backing rhythm.
Wow.
I wouldn't be surprised if in that period and age, people how people show that they are different and they are unique and individualistic by the way they dress or sometimes by the way they talk. Maybe it was by the rhythm of how they talk that they express their individuality.
That exists in writing fiction. How different characters have different ways of speaking. And if you look at Shakespeare plays, the rhythm of Shakespearean sonnets and stuff like that, there's a rhythm to it, but it's not like a musical or anything.
Yo, Shakespeare came up with the world is your oyster?
Oh, really?
Did you know that?
No.
Isn't that wild? I thought that was a modern term. It sounds so modern.
His impact, though.
The power of Shakespeare.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy that content? If you did, there is more. Please download the full podcast on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Dive Studios. Don't forget to turn notifications on to hear and see all your favorite clips as fast as possible.